Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to be discussing email account takeovers, and we're going to discuss how to protect yourself. So stay tuned. Be sure to click the like, share the video if you feel it's a benefit, to share to your people and your friends and everything. And also, subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed. Click the notification bell and all that stuff. Without further ado, let's get this party started quickly. So let's get with it. And it opens these URLs really quick.
Got him. Definitely not the greatest at playing this game, but I have fun. That's all that matters. Ouch.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get it going. First off, let's get it going. All right. So we're going to be talking about email account takeovers, and we're going to discuss how to protect yourself. And then kind of what to do if you ever get caught up in a situation where your email account has gotten taken over. So let's go. Now, what an email account takeover is it happens actually when a cyber criminal gains unauthorized access to a user's email account. This typically is accomplished through phishing, credential stuffing, or malware. Attackers use this method to commit financial fraud, steal sensitive data, or impersonate user to attack others, often bypassing security measures because they use the legitimate credentials. I was inspired to do this topic because I come across the article where this sort of thing is on the rise, and I looked at myself and I said, I do like a lot of banking through this one email. I do a lot of this through this other email, this and the other, and these things are available to help secure your account better than what a password and a username could do. When the internet kind of started, the early days or the infancy of the internet, a password and a username was sufficient, but it only offered so much protection because what happens is they could actually run a bunch of passwords against you. And if you have a password that can be easily guessed by their systems, they got your email, they got everything in it, and access to everything too. They could change your passwords, they could email your contacts and different things like that. So this is very important. So let's go forward. Um, so that's kind of what an email account takeover is. Um, let's cough up them likes, folks. Make sure you share the video, hit the like button below if you are able, subscribe to the channel if not already subscribed. I spelled subscribe. Also, hit the notification bell to get all the notifications from us. It's real simple to do. We appreciate your support. For those that do, click the like button. We really appreciate it. Thank you. Now, recently I decided to kind of get with a VPN. And what VPNs are used for, they encrypt your internet connection to protect your data, change the IP address to mask your location and reduce tracking. You can stay protected if you're using a public Wi-Fi with one of the fastest VPNs here. I personally recommend Surfshark. I signed up with it because they had a couple of different deals, And I want to point out a great feature is that they have a no logs top rated policy, a no logs policy where the top rated VPNs with strict independent audited no log policies, meaning they do not store user activity, IP addresses, or traffic data. We'll have a link for you in the comment section of the video and also in the information section of the video at my site for Surfshark. Go on and check it out. I wouldn't recommend it if I wasn't using it, so go ahead and use it. Um, Very important. All right, so this is a demonstration of using Surfshark. It just gets you to connect. You can connect anywhere in the world and get if you're traveling, you can get access to your local stuff, things like that. This is how it works. It just does this. It's a simple little box that comes up. You hit 10 to connect. Then next thing you know, you're connected to Detroit in their case, So, there it is. We got the Surfshark thing for you. You know what I mean? We got a 30-day money back guarantee and stuff. So, all right. So now we're going to talk about some key facts about email account takeover. Um, all right. The key facts of the email account takeover: how it occurs. Attackers may use stolen credentials, phishing, brute force attacks, or session hacking, stealing session tokens in order to gain entry to accounts. The warning signs may include unexpected password changes, inability to log in, emails sent to contacts without your consent, or security alerts about new unknown devices and locations. The primary objectives are to simply for the financial gain, access to your accounts, fraudulent bank transfers, stealing personal information, launching further phishing attacks, or accessing other linked accounts. They might even go so far as to sell what you have to some other unscrupulous individual. It just doesn't end there. Okay. Prevention: use strong, unique passwords, enable multi factor authentication, and look out for phishing emails. An ounce of prevention is worth a pound of the cure, as stated by Benjamin Franklin in 1736 with regards to preventing fires. But this is a fire you don't want, because if they get your email address, you have to get with the bank account or every other account, and you have to kind of reclaim those accounts, which may be an uphill battle. It's not cool. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to show you what this multi-factor authentication is. What it is basically it's a third piece of the puzzle in terms of getting into your email. Yeah, it might be a pain in the neck to like set up, but it's really worth it in the long run. The little bit of pain of setting this up is worth being safe, if you will. That's what we're trying to say here. Two-factor authentication, they have apps such as Google Authenticator. I use Google Authenticator. I recommend it. It's easy to use. Microsoft Authenticator and Dual Mobile. They all add a crucial layer of security by generating time-based one-time passwords directly on the device. So this means that they have to have your login, your password, and your device to get in. If you take one of those three things away, you can't get in. You know what I mean? That they can't get in. It's like fire. You have air, you have the ignition source, and then you have the fuel. If you take one of those things away, you don't have a fire. So it's the same thing. So the top 2FA authentication apps are Google Authenticator. It's user friendly, sync codes across devices. And that's the thing I like about it. I have multiple devices that have the same app, so I can get what I need. The things that really matter, I lock them down as best as I can with this 3-pronged approach. They have Microsoft Authenticator, Dual Mobile, 2FA, Aegis, and Authy. They all kind of do the same thing. They help you secure your account. Not one is necessarily better than the other. They all kind of, they have their pluses and minuses, And these also generate codes without needing an internet connection. You get protection against phishing, unauthorized access, and credential theft. Some of these use biometrics, face an ID fingerprint for additional security to open the app. Most apps use a simple QR code to scan to set up a new service. If you don't want to set up the QR code, you could use it with a code that they provide in lieu of the QR code. Should you run into a situation where your account is compromised. You have to change your password immediately, enable multi-factor authentication, which we just talked about, be vigilant and check account settings for unauthorized changes, mail forwarding rules, and things like that. Scan devices for malware. There's apps for that sort of thing. I'd probably recommend Malwarebytes. That's one of them. Also, if you are on a Windows-based device, they have the scan feature and Windows securities, that you could use. And then you can notify your contacts if phishing emails were sent. But this is a boat you really don't want to be in. So what I talked about before is really important. Set up that multi-factor authentication now on the accounts that you really care about, because what will happen is if you don't, and this all happens, it's a real big mess. You know what I mean? Like a damage control is a nasty thing to have to deal with, you know. So for further reading, you could go to ID the ID the idtheftcenter.org. Hold on, let me do that real quick. See, I got to add that to the website, so I got to do that right now. I got to type that up. Okay. Yeah, definitely go to the idtheftcenter.org. It's a homepage founded by a nonprofit in 1999, supports victims of identity theft, fraud, and scams. It's free of charge. Um, so yeah, let me do that. I gotta add that to the page in real time, sort of thing. So it's very handy stuff, good information, good, get educated, and they talk about this in a little bit more detail than what this video can present. Let's see here. I am messing this up. Here's all right. So, can someone take over your email account? It could be very unnerving to realize that your email account has been accessed by someone else, or worse, that it has been completely taken over. Unfortunately, email account takeovers is not by law considered identity theft in and of itself. Depending on what the intruder uses it for, it could potentially be considered false impersonation. If you think your account has been hacked and you still have access to it, you should immediately change your password and security questions, or add security questions if you do not have them, and implement two-factor authentication. And this is according to the Identity Theft Resource Center. Okay. So once again, I'm gonna hit you with this. Surfshark. Once I signed up with Surfshark, I never felt much more safer. I could come from anywhere in the world, whether it be Albania, Turks and Caicos, Aruba, you know what I mean, Mexico. It doesn't matter. You have fast internet service wherever you go, and you could get your local stuff. That's how you use it, and also you can mask your identity and your activity. Surfshark features a no-log policy for top-rated VPNs with strict independent audit no-log policies, meaning they do not store user activity, IP addresses, or traffic data. These things are used to encrypt your internet connection, protect your data, change the IP address to mask your location, and reduce tracking by nosy individuals and those that snoop and this, that, and the other. You stay protected on a Wi-Fi with the fastest VPN. I personally, if you got an unlimited, you know, mobile line that provides internet and stuff, I never use the Wi-Fi. You could get this you could look into this at my link that I provide in the comment section and in the information section of the video, and you can benefit. In conclusion, for service, consulting, video, audio creation, editing, format conversions, website setup, spreadsheet builds, web forms, and other business applications, visit us at PRW Digital for more info. This is what it looks like when you get there. It shows a little bit of stuff that I do and things like that. You go and it shows you some video work from various channels that I run, this, that, and the other. And then you go and you click on that if you want to inquire within. What you do basically is you supply your information, and you're going to tell me a little bit about your project, and then some contact information. We contact only through email. and you do this in the captcha, hit submit, whatever. Check your junk and spam for the confirmation, and we're good. So once again, for servicing, consulting, video, audio creation, editing, format conversions, website setup, spreadsheet builds, web forms, and other business applications, visit us at PRW Digital. Also, too, I hope that you benefited from watching this production by the Tech Tinktronics YouTube channel. Be sure to share the video, hit the like button below if you're able, subscribe to the channel if not already subscribed, and hit the notification bell to get further notifications from us for new stuff that's coming out and things like that. So once again, thank you for watching the video. And that's all I really have for this today. We'll be coming back at you with another one at another time. So thank you, and here we go.
Yo, what's up? This is Dr. Dre.
What's up, y'all? This is Tupac, Machiavelli the Dawn.
Yo, what's crackin', like this is Big Snoop Deal Double G.
You're in the mix with the one and only. It's DJ 3T.